Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitching with Laura. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is having a great Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, December 15th, and it's about 9:30 in the morning. And this is my 52nd floss tube. Wow, that means like there's a whole year of floss tube. Yeah, because I started the first week of January on Floss tube. What has everybody else been up to? It has been just kind of crazy in a way. Yeah, just kind of crazy. I worked on a few things. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9 things. It doesn't seem like it, but, you know, considering the fact I put a video out every day, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Stuff, and more stuff. Today was quite cold, so today I have some of the new chai that my sister sent me. She bought me 5 cans. Well, they're little boxes, and they came from Amazon. And this says vanilla spice chai. I haven't tried this one yet. She sent regular chai, spice chai, double spice chai, and vanilla. I got 1 thing of vanilla and 2 things of spice because that's what I like. And this is what I'm drinking, spice chai. It's like 2 out there. It's freezing. Got another 3 inches of snow last night. It was special. Yeah, it was just a special night. I'm like, go away with snow. Can you just save it up for next week? It's Christmas, okay? I like to have snow at Christmas, and at the rate we're going, we'll probably have snow at Christmas. Who knows? So, let's get on with it, guys. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I worked on a few things this week. Let's see, what's up first? This is Tiny Treetops and Thyme. Let's see, Tiny Treetops, Roses, or Thyme. And it is by Blackbird Design. And I was thinking more, and it's in the Sewing Club book. Actually, it's on the back. Isn't that beautiful? I just love it. And this is the Sewing Club book. This and the holiday book was not a waste of money. So if you want to invest in some blackbirds, yeah. And I picked my own colors. It does have a DMC, trying to get to my page. It shows you the DMC equivalent of, I guess it's Weeks Dye Works, yeah, that they had. But as you can see, I did my own colors because I just went with what I had because I wasn't about the going and getting any. I just didn't feel like it. And, you know, it's Christmas, money's tight. So I'll show you what I've gotten done. If I could just get it. I got this small piece. It's on 14 count Country Mocha. No. 14 count Country French Cafe Mocha from Winchlet. But it's 14 count. So that's all I've gotten done. So I about got the first third of it done. I'm working up here on putting on the flowers. Or flowers. I don't know if they're flowers or butterflies. They look like both. They look kind of like tulips. But they're just so pretty. So pretty. So, yeah. And it's got a ways to go. But it's not very long or very big. I don't know if I wrote. Got threads everywhere. Wrote down. Let's see here. It's on 32 count doubloon, and it's supposed to be 13 by 5 1/8 on 32 count, which is 16 count in Ada. So I'm expecting it to be a little bit bigger than 13 inches across. So I measured it all out, and I had this piece of 14 count left over from Quaker Sampling 3. Gotta put my hoop back in here. Heaven forbid we lose a hoop. You know, we don't have any of those. I probably got 50 hoops at the rate I'm going. And I worked a little bit on, this is from the other book, from Blackbird Design. I'm having a hard time with things. This is Home for the Holidays from Blackbird. And, oops, Train. This is, of course, Christmas Garden. I've about accomplished the top. I still got these two motifs, and then bring this line that I'm doing all the way across, and finish the bottom of this centerpiece, which was giving me absolute fits. But I didn't get that far. I just worked on it a little bit. We did a video. Let me see if I can get this out of here so you can see how much I've got done. I still got to go back and put that green in that corner, but you wouldn't have remembered that. That's okay. Because I said I missed a corner of the green. This thing is awfully wide, so crap. Really? It's just giving me fissy fits. Fissy fits. Okay. So, this is, I've gotten it all the way across. So now I just got to finish up. There's a couple motifs here and there. Then finish up that center part and make it all come together, and then I can start on. Oh, I did get that done. Okay. But there's something else below that tree here. So I have to go back and add just a little bit, like the little thing right there, like that. Put it right there so that it finishes off the corner. So we're coming along. It's getting there, and I've got it going down. I don't know how many more I have to make going down, but yeah. So I got about the top third of it done. It's a thing. So I don't know. I love the pattern. I love the way it looks. Everything about it. But some days it's just, hey, what are you doing over there? It's causing the light to shine in my eyes. What are you doing? Huh? There she is. She's like, okay, I'm not looking at you now. No, I'm not gonna look. Hey, what is your problem? What is your problem? She's like, oh God, what now? Yeah, sorry. Okay, and then I worked a little bit on my Fractal Hex Pillow, it's called. I mean, that's the name of the pattern. From Modern Folk Embroidery. It was a PDF file. Yeah, so, how can it be that difficult? I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to. And I've picked my own colors. So I have an array of, I have a fistful of colors. Yeah, that I'm going to try to work in there. It's supposed to be done in one color, but you know me, gotta add the color thing. Hang on, it's not very big. Okay, so I've been working on this corner, and I tried to start the next green on the inside, but of course there's something wrong here because this didn't line up with that. Yep, it's in timeout. Yep, I don't know. I've already done that part twice, so I don't know. There must be something I'm missing right in here for it to, just these two. We'll get it. But for right now, it's in timeout. I just can't figure out what to do with it. So I'll have to sit down and study it and see what's going on and what is wrong. Yeah, not this week. I have about 5 or 6 projects that there's something wrong, just a little something wrong, but will I take the time to go through and fix? No. Now I went through and I fixed Christmas garden. I figured out what was wrong with that. So I figure, you know, every once in a while I'll just pull them out and, you know, if I want a challenge or a little puzzle to work on, I got a whole basket full of whatever, you know, that there's something wrong, we can't progress. Yeah. You can only handle a little bit at a time. I mean, I can't. I can only handle a little bit at a time. So then I got froggy and decided that I would pull out Heaven and Nature by Teresa Kogut. It's such a beautiful pattern. I fell in love with this when I saw this. This is a market release from March from her. I saw this and went, yep, gotta have. So I got that and Consider the Lilies and the ones about the snowman, you know, the frosty looking one. The Magic of Christmas, I think it's called. And Strutting, all from market release type stuff. So we're up here. I gotta find my angel. In this angel, and as you know, I started it way back because just had to. And it is on 16 count Country French Cafe Mocha, of course. So I worked just a little bit on this. I have a great big huge piece because heaven knows. And it's 16 counts, so it'll probably consume this entire piece of fabric, which is 36 by 51. So what is that, half? That's a yard, I think. I think. So I got this out, and I'm just going to have to put it right there. Because I left, of course, the needle with it. But I got a little more. I got one wing done. And I'm working where I have to see what it looks like. And the body comes up here, and then I'm almost to the head. So, yeah. Yeah, it's just not doing much for me. I don't know. It's just going really slow. It's right up there with Newcastle Bouquet. Just, yeah. I don't know. I love her stuff, and I love Beth Twist stuff. But I don't know. If I could just take it one motif at a time, I might be okay. But I just want to do the whole thing all at once, and I just get too excited and too into it. Yeah. Can't do. The next thing that I worked on was from Lila's Studio, as you know. This is one of my favorite. This is Almond, 1873. Hopefully you can see this. I'm trying to make it so that the light doesn't shine. There's just a little bit of light. If I turn on the other one, it might be too much. And I'm doing this on, if I can get a hold of it, 14 count Vintage Country Mocha from Zweigart. This is the other piece of the one by the, I turn it right side up, by Yale Crow is on the other piece of this, or kind of this. But, yeah. And they're both fairly small pieces. This one is 18 by 21, and I think the other one was even smaller, like 12 by something, because that pattern wasn't very big. So, yeah, I just worked on it before video, but I really do love this. And the thread is 498 from DMC. That's my other favorite red, but it just pops right off of this brown. It just absolutely is lovely. I didn't want to use 221. It's more subtle. I wanted something more red worky look, you know, because they always use that bright red for red work. But yeah, I just love this pattern. I just love it. I don't want it to end. So I just keep working on it a little bit at a time. And I love that fabric. It's so soft, and it just seems like somebody took a piece of Ada and ironed it really flat. But it's soft, and it's not stiff. I mean, it's got a little body to it, but after you work with it, it's fine. I mean, like for maybe a week. It doesn't have that ultra stiffness like a cross stitch kit. It doesn't have that kind of stiffness. It's just got body to it, and it's fairly thick. I love it. Yeah, that is the best dark color, and I haven't been able to figure out, because I don't buy that much material. I buy it for a project, or you know, but I don't just buy hanks of material. If I'm buying material, I'm buying it to start something. That's just the way I do that. Sorry, I'm really thirsty today. Then, let's see, we'll just go here. Then we worked on Home from Christmas from Joy Sunday. Let me see if I can pull out the pattern. I don't have, no, I don't. Crap. Hang on, we're getting there. I thought maybe there was a different picture. Like oh, here we go. Here's the front picture. I didn't want to show the pattern, but there you go. This is what it's supposed to look like, and it is, just a minute, gotta look, 11 count, and it's cotton thread, of course, and it came with everything. Isn't that just, I just like to hang the damn picture up, because who knows when I'll finish this. But we worked a little bit on it. I'm going to try and do a, what do you call it, a stamped cross stitch a week. Not finished, just work on one. You know, to kind of pull out some of these older things. Hang on. We got threads everywhere. But it's a fairly good size piece. And we're just fold it down a little bit now. We work down in here, trying to get all this wooded part coming up to the house. There's another huge gigantuous tree right there, but I stitch with it this way, you know, to me, and just keep going across at me, because I can't do the reach thing. And it's starting to soften up, you know. I mean, it's not bad after I've done all this. You know, I've had it in my hand. I just find I can't hold it in my hand too much, and it won't fit on a ring, so I just do it a little bit at a time. That works for me. I've tried Q-snaps. They're too steady. Well, somebody did mention 100 years ago that I should use I think it's called a quilt stand-ish. It's like a Q-snap, but it's got legs to it. Yeah, not happening. And that's too much bending over on my back. I have no place to sit it, and, you know, nothing that big. The only other thing that could happen to this is if I put it on my scroll stand, and I have no place to keep it either, so yeah, I'm kind of screwed. So I just stitch you know, a little bit at a time, and just keep going, and that works for me, because holding it in my hands, I must have arthritis somewhere in my hands. I mean, my entire family had arthritis in their hands. And my grandmother had, you know, fingers that, because, I don't know, she just used her hands too much or whatever. I always think it's because you do too much, you know. I don't know. But it is probably genetic. And the next thing that I worked on was, I gotta get it opened, trying, Autumn Quakers by Rosewood Manor. It's so beautiful. Just beautiful. Now see, if I could just stick with doing just a few motifs here and there and just kind of have patience, I'd be fine with these. I love Quakers. I love them. I absolutely adore Quakers. And all of it, you know, and the way they look, and I like all these kind of samplers. More so, full coverage doesn't do it. They're beautiful. Oh God, they're beautiful. But no, that's too much looking and too much thinking for my poor old eyes. So we worked a little bit on it, and I worked a little bit on it this week. I pull it out every once in a while. And as you know, it's a restart because I started and used my own colors. Well, now let me clarify. I was making everything all different colors, and every motif was going to be different. And yeah, well, that was way too much thinking for this old girl. So I restarted it, and I went and got thread. Now, originally, this calls for Valdani threads, which I've never used. And it had a little 12-pack. It calls for 12 colors. So I went and made my own colors. But they will be consistent throughout the whole thing this time. So this is as far as I've gotten. I'm working on this rounded thing. And getting some of the flowers and stuff in it now. So, yeah. So, it's another one. I have a lot of, well, we'll just work on this for a little bit, and this a little bit, and this a little bit. Yeah, in 100 years I'll have 50 projects done. And then what, right? Okay. Then I worked on last night. Oh, I got all these hoops here. This is, where is it? Looking for the picture. Please. I know it's here somewhere. It really is. Oh, for pity's sake, it's right out in front. Oh, jeez. This is Quaker Christmas 2 from Bygone Stitches. And as you know, I started at the top. And I don't remember what. I don't know what threads it called for. But I'm using my own threads, which are 221, I think. Yep, 221 for the red. Trying. It's here somewhere. And 9, I have to look, 987. I can't see up close. Okay. For the green. So they're just kind of mottled, not mottled, that's not the word. Muted would be the word. Muted red and green for this. And I don't think it calls for any gold. So I worked on it last night. Oh yay, it's actually the way it's supposed to be. Let me get the needle out of the way. And I've got this much done of it. And it's on 16 count Country French Cafe Mocha, because that's my go-to fabric. It's inexpensive. It's not nearly as expensive as Picture This Plus. Yeah. And it's a nice neutral color. Jeez, I'm having problems with words today. So, yeah, I have to wait and do this, like, separately. But I've almost got this little motif done. Got about 2/3 of it done. So I'm coming around. And I couldn't see anymore. I was just kind of tired. I should have picked it up earlier. But I really love this one. See, it's the Quaker thing again. If I could, I'd have all the Quakers and, yeah, never get them done. But, and all the samplers from everybody. Yeah. Just love them. I'm going to put these in here before we lose all the little pins. Just so I don't knock them off. And then, last but not least, I started my ornament for December to January. And I don't know if it's on the front cover here. Hang on. This is what it's supposed to be like when it's done. They did theirs on kind of the same color as Country French Cafe Mocha. And it is by, I'm trying, folks, the Pickle Barrel Designs. It's called Ho Ho Home. And I think it's Nancy Greenberg. I gotta find it. Hang on. She's here somewhere. Oh, heck. Of course. Let's turn in. Yeah. Nancy Greenberg. Yeah. This is her. Yeah. So, and it's kind of nice. It stretches the imagination and gets you out there and gets you out of your box. And of course, I'm using my own colors. I just, you know, picked from what I saw. Whoops. This is my bag for my 12-month ornaments out. So I'm just, okay, the new one, it goes in there with its, because I made a paper copy of it. And I'm using, oh God, don't lose that thread. This is 16 count Crystal Whirlpool. I gotta see which way does it go. Sorry. Crystal Whirlpool by Picture This Plus. And it's kind of, yeah, I should have gotten 14 count if there had been a 14 count. I don't know. I didn't look any further. I was lucky to find the 16 count. But this is all I've gotten done. I finally got a wheel done. And this is the end of the trailer. So it's going to come across here. Don't know how much bigger or smaller it's going to be. But I like the colors of this fabric. This is about the true to color. It's just that vivid in blue. It's really beautiful. But on 16 count, you know, I've said this before. Sorry, need a drink. On 16 count, when they dye it, it kind of shrinks the fabric a little bit. So I'm finding it a little bit difficult to find where the actual squares are at. Now, I don't know. It might be different if you put it on a scroll, and I may have to use my tighter hoop. But I've been using just one of my little bamboo hoops that I got. I have 3 or 4 that are really nice bamboo, and then I got the crappy blue bamboo that, no, throw them away. And I got 12 of them. So I'm like adding so that I have enough hoops. And I'm trying now to take everything out of a hoop. So, yeah. So I don't know how this is going to turn out, but my stitches aren't really great, as you can see down there in that wheel. I don't know. They just, I can't imagine doing a whole pattern on this, but we'll see. Things might change. I don't know. I don't know. I may have to restart it. I don't know. I'm going to give it a chance because I really wanted to work on that material. So, yeah. So, guys, that is all that I've worked on, I think, this week. The only thing that we started new this week was the little ornament. And I just don't have any other plans. As far as that goes, I was looking to see if I missed anything. But I don't believe I did. So, anyway, yeah. So, I don't know. it's getting closer and closer to Christmas, so we'll see. We will see. Just what happens. I don't know. I'm supposed to go to my daughter's for Christmas, and I think she wants to make one more trip to Walmart, probably this coming up Sunday, because her husband will be home to watch kids, hopefully. Yeah, because I think that's the only day we're going to get time to work on it at all. Or get the things that, you know, I want to look for some stuff for the kids, the little kids for Christmas. Yeah, they're not so difficult, and then see if I can find something for the adults and just go from there. I don't know. I'm at a loss. I kind of weighing. Little kids aren't big enough to understand the concept of gift cards. I mean, or else I would just give them all a gift card and just call it quits, and maybe by next year. Now my daughter says, my granddaughter, who is 6, she's the youngest. You know, kind of like that gift card thing, because I guess evidently she got one from Grandpa. So we'll see. Don't know. But I think that's all that I've got for you guys. We've worked on a few things, so I'll just keep going along and working on this and working on that, and seeing what else we can do. I just don't have any plan. I've got nothing. I got nothing. And I don't know why I'm so stressed out. And I'm trying to stay focused on my, got something in my eye, like a dog hair or cat hair, or something, some kind of hair was on my, and it kept tickling my eye. Yeah, I don't know. So we will see, and I'll probably do the whip raid next week instead of my floss tube, so it'll be on Tuesday. And I don't know if it'll be in 2 parts or not. I have to get all this happy nappy stuff together and figure that all out. So, alright guys, I think that's going to be it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and please hit the bell. And that way you will know when my next video comes out. You all stay safe, stay healthy, have a good week, and keep stitching. God bless. Bye-bye.